So I guess you're back for some more Insomnia with me, 54 Bear, doing the Stirling setup on Mimas for a hardcore. Not hardcore. Doing a brutal start. Right, now for the cooling, I'm going to start with just 3 and see how we go. I actually don't know how many are going to be needed. I don't know if anyone's ever done any kind of study on it, but there again, I'm going with a passive system rather than an actively cooled system, so doubtless that changes the yardsticks. Right, now these things all need to be filled. The good news is I can use the cheap pipe. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean to say it can't be funky. So now I don't know if both sides need to be connected. I'm not certain if they do. But for the moment I'm just going to do it as a closed system and then see how I feel about it. How much pipe do I have? Oh, this looks like it's it. Well, in that case, I'm going to have to print a load anyway. Loads of pressure there. That's not pipe. Okay. Well, that'll print 60. That won't be enough. Let's do 100. Now I want an active vent in here as well, so I can actually pressurize the system. So that's something else I need if I don't have one. Not there. And of course it would come out the same printer. Right, well I've already decided I don't like this. So I don't know quite what I'm going to do with this. Oh, that's good. You can actually run the pipe right across the top. Actually, this one even needs to come up. I mean, there's no earthly reason for it to go this high, other than the fact that I think it looks cool. It should be lined up. Yeah, I think that looks suitably weird. Kind of like a toaster rack. Alright, how are we doing for iron supply? Well, we're going to end up using a load anyway. But yeah, we'll stop it there. Oh, yes, active vent. That was the other thing I needed. Gold. Actually, I was thinking about things. I keep referring to this as the brutal start. With the exception of the fact that I haven't printed a coal generator and we didn't start with one, or any solar panels. At this stage it would be wouldn't be any different than a regular start. Plus, that and the fact we have a reduced number of seeds. Talking of such things, I should really check and see if we have a seed trader yet. Build Inc. No.
Power critical.
Yeah. Probably checked 60 times and have not seen a seed trader yet. Right, we'll swap that out. I could have used this one, I guess, but right. So I do have power on this one. Now on the inside, it needs to be connected to something. What I thought of trying is using one of these, just in its convection mode. Don't really know where it should live, but put it right there to begin with, and we'll see how this goes. All right. Now I'm going to need to fill it. This is very much experimental because I've got no idea whether this is a viable solution or not. Just something I thought of trying. Right, so that connects the outside radiators to the inside radiator. The inside radiator needs to have some stuff put in it. And I need 2 cable, and wouldn't you know, that's exactly what I have. Right, now obviously I need an atmosphere in here before I can pressurize it. Anything else I'm going to need? Oh, yes, I need a volatile canister. And I did have a trader come along and he bought all of my empty canisters. So that was kind of handy. Although I did keep one as a spare. And then another trader came along and offered to buy a box of supplies including a welding torch. And I thought, you know what? That will do. So I don't have any spare canisters. Right, I may as well make it a smart one. Just because it can take a little bit more pressure. I don't think the Stirling engine can, but that's not so much of an issue. Right, now I need to fill something up from the volatile tank. So I will need another pressure regulator. Oh, do I have one on me? Dope. I am slightly brain dead. Alright. I do need some regular pipe. I could put insulated pipe down on there, but I have a lot of this stuff anyway. Oh, and cable. I'm going to need cable coil. Right, well, I'm going to eject all of that and just put 50 in because I don't want to go too mad with stop the round ones from going away. Right, close that. Right, so that'll give me exactly 2 stacks. Alright, now, this is just a temporary thing, but I may as well leave it in, I guess. Now, pressure regulator goes in at the left and out at the right when the power's at the bottom, I believe. So, yeah, I could do it like that. Oh no, we need one more pipe. Because you can't put a bottle filler right up against a regulator. Yeah. we just want to go just over 1 megapascal. That'll be fine. That's good. Whoa! As it doesn't like being put on the ground. Don't think we'll need that. Okay, so stuff that you might need outside, store close to the windows. So you can always wall hack your way in to pick them up. It'd be nice to be able to have a pressure reading on these. Maybe if I'd put them down lower. Oh, I'm not running anything yet, so why not?
Hydration critical.
Alright, yeah, there's no point having that one connected yet anyway. Right, so 2 more meters. Yeah. We have the logic switch, haven't got that turned on, but that's okay. Almost ready. Let's get busy with the paint. Make all that orange. This one pink. Okay, so yeah, they both should be exactly the same because the things did equalize. If I turn this on, it should try and work, but of course there's no atmosphere in here. So right, we have that annoying buzzing, so I'll go get that taken care of after dumping some of the non-essentials. That'll keep with me, that I don't need. I dump of those. That I don't. Oh, actually, yeah, that has the oxide in it. Wish there was a way of getting rid of this annoying chirping, buzzing sound. And it kicks in at 20% dehydration or hydration, and it doesn't appear to be a way of shutting it off. Apart from drinking, that is. Leave that open. Oh, they're doing fine. Let's see, how is the water doing in here? 12 litres, yeah. Absolutely loads. And 2 little leftover cereal bars, just in case of emergency. Right, so I have a reasonable amount of warm CO2. Everything is okay here. Whichever one I connect to wouldn't be a problem, but it will also connect to this brown pipe as well. But I don't think that's an issue, because all it will be doing is cooling it down. So I'm not actively using the combustor at the moment, so that shouldn't affect things. Yeah. Right, I will turn that off, turn that on. This still has like the 5% charge it had before. And this, close this. Right, how much oxide do I have? Well, this might be enough to, well, it should be enough to fill these pipes, but I may need more to put a proper atmosphere in here. So we'll set that to extract. That's good. We'll vent this. Drop another one. Right, we should be okay now. Drop them all, in fact. And close that. Alright, let's get this pumping in here. So we get the room pressure down to, I don't know, anything below 100 is good. And get this up to maybe 5 megapascals if we can. I'll also need a liquid drain for in here, just to stop stuff leaching into the void of space. Right, I think that'll do. I'll go print up a drain now while I remember, before things get too cold. I need some iron. Now I'll just put it on this end, I guess. Right, so if anything in this cooling network liquidizes, and it already is, it should come out of here into the room.
Power low.
Now, if that's turned on. We need some gas. We have Stirling POWAH, 8 kilowatts worth, which is the maximum. You can't get any more from a single Stirling. So pressure differential is 100%. Operating environment, well, yeah, we're at 9 degrees and climbing. Oh, this feels good. Alright, so the temperature up at this end is still 21, 22. See, one of the reasons why I wanted a large room is it gives this more of a shot to get up to decent operating efficiency. And I think at 40 Celsius is when the environment operating efficiency starts dropping below 100. But to be honest, I don't really care too much about that. Right, so I think another one of these is probably in order. Whilst that's chuntering away, let's see if we can get that built. And I don't have any steel sheets. Ah, crap on the stick. Alright, well at least I can get the pipe work done. Just on the off chance that we need another one. Right, so temperature is 73. Alright, we'll just shut it off for a moment. Now, I don't think these work until they are fully welded. So oh, I put them in the cupboard, didn't I? There they are. Take the other ones in there just in case I feel like adding a third. Alright, what's that done for the pressure? Temperature is still climbing. Alright, we'll add a third one. Just see how this goes. What the hell? Welder. Of course, this is putting a bit of pollutants in the atmosphere now, but can't really help that. Oh. Oh, yes. And I'm one short. Rats. Right, well, 100 degrees. Not ideal. But at least we have working Stirling. And some serious charge in the batteries for a change. Legitimately obtained. And of course I will have to put some logic in place so that the battery charge is monitored and the Stirling kicks in automatically. Yeah, maybe I should move this chip. So I can get another radiator in there should the need arise. Now, interestingly, there's some pollutants in here and some carbon dioxide as well, obviously. If I don't turn the Stirling on, then this room is going to end up getting very cold because there's no regulation on this heating. It's just permanently connected to the outside. Be interesting to see whether the pollutants and or carbon dioxide actually turn to ice in here if I leave this off for an extended period. Because if I can keep operating the base on a low power budget, then I can keep the batteries at like 10% for a long time. So that's 1861. That's interesting. They're both at the same temperature. I would have expected this one to be a bit cooler. Well, they're exactly the same pressure and temperature. I wonder if I still have them cross-connected. Alright, so temperature in here is down to 26 again. We are fully connected on this. We've got 3.5 megapascals of O2 and nitrogen. Internal pressure is at 80. See how quickly the temperature rises. Quite quick. Well, on my last Mimas base, I had multiple connections to the radiators outside. Right now, everything is coming through a single pipe. I wonder whether that is somehow limiting it. I'm wondering whether the cooling system can be improved by having more pipe connections. In the real world it would, because of like flow restrictions and whatnot, but gas flow is not actually modelled in the game as such. So in theory it shouldn't matter, but in practice maybe it does. So from here to that will be the last one. Let's run some more pipe up there. Also, when you assemble these radiators, they show an in direction and an out direction. I don't know whether that is actually used or not, but because we want to walk under the pipes, we'll route them nice and high. Plus they look a little bit funky. And I'm going to need even more pipe. Right, well, this can be made to look like the other stuff. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing. Yet another reason why I tend not to film these or record these sorts of episodes. Alright, so 3 degrees. Oh, that's turned it off. I don't know, seems to be to me the temperature seems to be climbing slower. I might be wrong. I mean, the sweet spot seems to be between 0 and 40 degrees. Or maybe it's 0 and 30, because it's already dropped to 99% environment efficiency. Maybe I should do it the way I did before, where I had the ceiling full of piping and pipe radiators.
Power critical.
Or maybe I just need more radiators outside. Let's see, how's the temperature in these radiators looking? Yeah, so that is increasing. Obviously not as much as the room. Okay, right, well I'm going to call that a, if not resounding success, then at least a partial one. In case you're wondering, the reason the switch is here is it can be operated whichever side of the airlock you're sitting. So I might actually, in fact I will, relocate it to the middle so it's a little bit, well, actually no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so I can manually turn them on or off, whether I'm inside or outside the room. Yeah. One thing I should try, thinking about it, is having the radiators embedded in the wall. Because I wonder then whether it would convect in on one side and radiate out on, or like absorb on one side and export to the other. Now obviously you've got convection radiators that are meant for atmospheres and regular radiators that are meant for vacuum worlds or vacuum environments. But either will work in the other environment, just at a much lower efficiency. So I'm kind of curious if I were to put, say, a convection radiator and maybe a regular radiator in series, embed them in the wall. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, unfortunately they have to go on a frame. Doesn't have to be welded, but it has to be on a frame. And if you put them in the ceiling, you can see there's a large part of it that actually drops down below. But one of the reasons why I put in outward facing walls and windows is I can actually put a frame anywhere in here and then plonk the radiators on top if that turns out to be a viable option. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to call it for this one. The Stirling is working. We have 2 batteries with decent amount of charge. Our power worries are temporarily put on hold. I still want to get a sea trader so I can make my French fries instead of these god-awful baked potatoes. Right, thinking about that, we shall go and check the trader. Oh, orbiting orchards. Oh, and obviously it must be a large one, not suitable for a 3x3. That's right, why lie? All right, let's do a circuit. See if anything else does show up. Now, I've only ever seen one 3x3 at a time. I don't want any alloys. All right, what have we got there? Oh, see, yeah, 5x5. And I suppose I wonder if I can get that close enough. Orbiting orchards. Wonder if I can call him with a small dish. If I can point right at him. Well, that's 5 degrees. So let's just do single increments. Well, if he is there, I've got 17 minutes to
Hydration critical.
build a bigger landing pad. So 5x5 needs 25. I've got 9, so I need 16 extra. Copper and steel. There's iron. Alright, so that'll build 20 of them. And I wanted 16, I think. Oh, this is going to take an absolute age. But I will need to grind up this stuff, and I'll need some more frames. Oh, god damn it. Do I have any steel in there? Where are we? Rent required. Oh. This is not going to be used in power. Oh, they take a while to print, don't they? That's a 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least you don't have to weld them. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. Center one will be here. And everything else can be blank. I don't care. Okay, well, I've got too many, but that's fine. Right, so that's 3, 4, 5. Alright, did I miscalculate? Now I'm confused myself. Yeah, there, screwed that up. What did I do wrong? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, these ones are in the wrong place, that's all that is. Wrench. Oh, grinder. Right, so that should be the 5x5. Right, so I have a 5x5 landing pad. Of course, I don't have a vending machine, so I can only buy 2 things at a time. And let's give myself somewhere to stand. Right, okay, so now fortunately I did make myself some money selling that supplies package. Now I want that. And I want that. And close. May as well buy some tomatoes. Alright, well, pumpkin seeds I can't afford. Potatoes I have. Corn is very... Mushrooms are... Wow! Alright, well, let's get some of those. What can I sell you? Not much. $100 miles of water. Ship refuel. Well, that only get me 120. Oh, I can't believe mushroom seeds are so expensive. And corn as well. Well, I got the big ones. Definitely wanted the soybeans and the wheat. So I'm just going to close that for the moment. And I will trap him here. So he won't go anywhere. And right now I do need to go and take care of my drink. Let's grab those and those. I'll just lob them downstairs. Get rid of this god-awful noise. Okay, well, I guess I can plant one of them, one of them, one of them, and one of them. Right, and I will need to expand these. I'll need to make some more trays. Yeah. We got our sea trader. We got our Stirling generator up and running. We have big batteries. We can now begin automating all the things. That will be in future episodes. Not certain how much more I'm going to do on this playthrough, because this was meant to be a brutal start. And I guess we are at a point where we would be after a medium length of playing on with a regular start. Yes, it's taken us longer to get here, and yes, there have been some challenges, but I think it's safe to say, at least on normal difficulty level, you can do a low power, small base start with brutal conditions on Mimas. I mean, I've seen there's a lot of streamers out there who are better than me, a lot better than me at this game. They're doing brutal starts on Venus and Vulcan. I'm like full of admiration for those guys who can. I'm not one of them. I may try it just for the shits and giggles, but I wouldn't expect any great successes. But I will do some more on this because I do want to get the basic automation thing going. I'd like to improve the cooling in the Stirling room because it still heats up faster than I'm happy with. I would have thought this amount of radiation or radiators would cope with a single Stirling. Admitted the gas coming in is incredibly hot. Although they're still both at exactly the same pressure and temperature. So have I somehow still got them cross-linked? I don't see it. Here. Yes, of course. Right, which one did was I trying to do? Purple one. So I should shut off the pink one, or shut off the purple one from here. That's why. Alright, so my valve foo needs work. Yeah. Well, that to follow. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will catch you in the next one. 54 Bear out.